Welcome to the National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. My name is Caitlin Scott, and I am the current president of the Blue Ridge chapter of NHS. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Audience, please be seated. At this time, we will have Mrs. Webster with her opening remarks.
Good evening, everyone, students, families, teachers, and honored guests. Thank you for being here tonight as we recognize and welcome our newest members into the National Honor Society. This evening is about more than academic success. It's about recognizing students who consistently demonstrate the values that matter most: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Not just on paper, but in the way they show up each day in our school and community. We talk often in our school about showing up, doing the work, and supporting one another, and this group of students has done exactly that. They found ways to balance academics, activities, and responsibilities while still making a positive impact on those around them. To our inductees, congratulations. This honor reflects your effort, your commitment, and your choices made when no one is watching. You have earned the respect of your teachers and peers, and that is something to be proud of. At the same time, membership in the National Honor Society is not a finish line. It's a starting point. It comes with the expectation that you will continue to lead, to serve, and to set the standard for others. The impact you make moving forward will matter just as much, if not more, than what you brought here tonight. To our families and teachers, thank you. Your support, guidance, and high expectations have played a major role in helping these students reach this milestone. To our inductees, congratulations again. We are proud of you and excited to see the difference you will continue to make. Welcome to the National Honor Society. At this time, Ms. Jessica Wright, School Board President, would like to say a few words.
National Honor Society members, inductees, faculty, staff, administration, and families. Thank you so much for allowing me to speak tonight. This is always one of my favorite nights of the year, to see so many students here on stage being inducted into the Honor Society and continue to serve in the Honor Society. Honor Society to me has always been a wow. Your work, your dedication to yourself and your community demonstrate the driving force, which is all of you. It was a random information day at school when I started writing this speech. And sometimes I just let my students do random stump me word days. So, like a word a day. So today is that day for you right now. That word is wow. Did you know that word wow is of a Scottish origin? And it started less as a word and more of an inherent sound that is used to express excitement or astonishment. And it has been documented as far back as 1513. Do you know how often we say the word wow when talking about all of you? As board members, we get to hear your name with so many of our district's amazing groups and activities. And as community members, we are often wowed by you when we see you completing community service acts and tasks and just getting out there into the community. Your wow factor is only multiplied when you work with others in school, your job, your home, and beyond. I was thinking about how words can be trendy and fade away to new words and phrases, but how wow has made a lasting impression to stick around and to be used daily. You may not realize it now, but you are forging paths for others to walk on, helping to create a lasting positive impact. The pillars for the National Honor Society are your wow. Your leadership, scholarship, character, and service are forever reminders of how amazing all of you are. I am proud to see all of you here tonight. Keep your wow momentum going forward, and remember, we can't wait to see what else you all have in your very bright futures. Congratulations. And now, Ms. Kate Scott.
Before we recognize the current members some of the best students and citizens of our school. This year, the National Honor Society has 40 members. 56 students were eligible to apply this year, and we are happy to welcome 18 new members. Year to year, we see that Blue Ridge National Honor Society continues to thrive. There are 4 main focuses of the National Honor Society: to create enthusiasm for scholarship, to stimulate a desire to render service, to promote leadership, and to develop character in the students of secondary schools. We will look at these qualities later in the ceremony. First, we will recognize the current members of our chapter of the National Honor Society. These names are listed in your program. When I call your name, please stand and remain standing until all names are called. Please hold your applause until all current members have been recognized. Thank you. Our current members are Natalie Bailey. Natalie Bailey plans to attend Misericordia University to pursue a Bachelor's of Nursing degree. Kylie Barber. Kylie will be attending Marywood University, majoring in secondary math education with a minor in computer science. Landon Bishop. Landon plans to attend King's College in the 5-year Physician's Assistant program. Matthew Carey. Matthew will be attending Lancaster Bible College to pursue a degree in sports management. Tyler Carpenter. Tyler plans to attend Syracuse University to study aerospace engineering, mechanical engineering, and business management. Octavia Carpenter. Octavia will be attending the University of South Carolina, Beaufort to study secondary English to become an English teacher. Bryce Conklin. Bryce will be attending High-Tech Helicopters Flight School to obtain his instrument and commercial license. Taylor Dibble. Although undecided on location, Taylor will be pursuing a degree in early childhood education. Troy Erie. Although undecided on location, but he will pursue a master's degree in architecture. Olivia Folk. Olivia will be attending Susquehanna University to major in psychology with a focus of developmental psychology. Vanessa France. Vanessa plans to attend Westchester University to study accounting with the goal of becoming a forensic accountant. Madison Gaylord. Madison will be attending Wentworth Institute of Technology in a 5-year program for architecture. Parker Glasgow. Parker will be attending King's College to pursue a degree in civil engineering. Emily Gorham. Emily plans to attend the University of South Carolina Honors College, majoring in international business with a focus in marketing and advertising. Sarah Gorham. Sarah will be attending the University of Delaware Honors College to pursue a degree in finance. William Hobart. Although Will is undecided on location, he will be studying law with the goal of becoming a family lawyer. Nicholas Martin. Nick will be attending East Stroudsburg University to study biochemistry on the pre-med track. Rhea Martin. Rhea will be getting her associate's degree in business and take real estate courses to become a realtor. Scarlett Osterhout. Scarlett will be attending Slippery Rock and the 3+3 Accelerated Occupational Therapy Program. Riley Phillips. Riley will be attending Penn State University Park to major in kinesiology. Michael Rosa. Michael will also be attending Penn State University to major in integrative science. Myself, Caitlin Scott. I will be attending Penn State University Park to major in political science on the pre-law track. Layla Sinet. Layla will be attending SUNY Broome to obtain a degree in business administration. Gwendolyn Steck. Gwen plans to attend the Pittsburgh Institute of Mortuary Science to pursue a career as an undertaker and funeral director. Delaney Tench. Delaney will be attending Bloomsburg University, where she will be pursuing her Bachelor of Science in Education to become an elementary teacher. And Addison Welch. Addison is undecided on location. However, she will be studying biology to pursue a degree in the medical field. In addition to our seniors' future plans, we have 4 seniors who have successfully completed an associate's degree while still in high school through Lackawanna Community College. Congratulations to William Hobart, Olivia Folk, Vanessa France, and Kylie Barber. now juniors: Lindy Barber, Haley Carpinetti, Abigail Gallinger, Emily Clark, Trista Lowdy, Kayla Ann Loby, Yatsik Motika, Paige Orner, Peyton Parrington, Ava Slocum, Madison Soden, Liam Templeton, Emerson Winter, and McKenna Zick. The current officers are President, myself, Caitlin Scott, Vice President, Riley Phillips, Secretary, Sarah Gorham, and Treasurer, Kylie Barber. The membership of the National Honor Society chapter at Blue Ridge has been earned by the demonstration of 4 qualities held high regard by the society. Myself and my fellow officers will now review these qualities for the candidates and light a symbolic candle of each virtue. I, Caitlin Scott, will now look at the quality of character. Character is one of the most important pillars of the National Honor Society. Character is not something you were born with or something you're simply taught. It's developed by the experiences you live through and the people you choose to learn from. High school, whether we realize it or not, is a time of intense character development. It's where we learn who we are, who we want to surround ourselves with, and how we want to be perceived by others. High school is the ultimate test because our character is constantly being challenged. With every situation you are faced with, you have a choice as to how you will react. We have all made friends, lost friends, entered into gossip, and have been gossiped about. These situations are always very difficult to comprehend and to navigate through. The way we choose to respond through adversity are actually the times you have potential to strengthen your character. You can try to be a better friend. You can try to walk away from the gossip. You can try to solve disagreements maturely and respectfully. It's okay to make mistakes while you're navigating through high school, but the true test is, have you learned from your mistakes? Maya Angelou once said, "Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better." Personally, I have strengthened my character through a particular teacher every day at school. This was the first teacher that believed in me, pushed me to excel, and helped guide me through many obstacles. I admire her confidence and how strongly she stood up for her beliefs while remaining respectful. I watched her show up for her students and cheer them on even when she was struggling through grief. She is kind, genuine, selfless, compassionate, and resilient. Although she is a teacher, she didn't teach me how to have good character. She represented it without even knowing. Mrs. Bailey is an inspiration to many of us on the stage, and I personally strive to be more like her. Princess Diana once said, "Carry out a random act of kindness with no expectation of reward." This quote represents being genuine and compassionate. 2 great qualities of character. Members of the National Honor Society are taught about the importance of random acts of kindness. For example, last year we donated items to the local independent living senior centers and delivered them to the residents while visiting with them. All year long, we participate in a program called the Raider Buddies. And the goal is to spend time together with a younger kid for us to become a positive role model in their life. These 2 activities are meant to help develop our character. Doing things for others while expecting nothing in return is an important quality that we will continue in the future long after we have left the halls of Blue Ridge. Character development is something that is always evolving, but simply being aware of how your words and actions can help or hurt others is a very important thing to remember. Every small decision, behavior, or event spreads outwards and influences things and people you might not expect. It's the idea that every day, choices quietly shape your reputation and impact others, even when all today with these words spoken by Mother Teresa. Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. Now, our current secretary, Sarah Gora, will now speak on the virtue of service.
Service is the next pillar of our chapter. While service hours are officially counted for credit as a requirement of the National Honor Society, it is more about the impact that we make on our community. Ruth Bader Ginsburg regularly reminded her constituents to fight for the things that you care about, but to do it in a way that will lead others to join you. Our chapter here at Blue Ridge aims to do just that through our service initiatives. One of our chapter's main service initiatives is the Raider Buddies program, where high school students are paired with elementary students who were hand-selected by their teachers if they needed extra support. If you are unfamiliar with the Raider Buddies program, we meet about once a month and do various activities picked out by our Raider Buddy committee. Some of the highlights include this year's planned field trip to Osamingo Park, holiday ornament decorating, and even attending recess. The program has been immensely successful, from elementary guidance counselors noticing a difference in participants' behaviors and attitudes to other schools replicating the program. The Blue Ridge NHS chapter also recently received national acknowledgement from the National Honor Society Council for the success of the Raider Buddies program. At the November board meeting, National Honor Society officers and advisors accepted an official national certificate and shared the program's accomplishments with the community. In addition, each year our chapter does a group service project to coincide with the hours members must individually log. This year, our newly formed service committee has selected the True Friends Humane Society as our recipient. Recently, our chapter has begun collecting items for the shelter such as food, toys, and cleaning supplies, with plans to donate them in April. Our club will also be getting together to finish making blankets and organizing supplies for our project in the coming weeks before our service committee delivers the collected items. These are just a few of the things our club has done, let alone what we are capable of. The act of doing enriches the community and our sense of self, all while building lifelong givers. This is why Martin Luther King says, anyone can be great because anyone can serve. Today we celebrate our members on not only their academic achievements, but also their commitment to service. Congratulations to all new members and our current members. Now our current Vice President, Riley Phillips, will speak on leadership.
The National Honor Society is built upon 4 pillars: scholarship, leadership, service, and character. While all pillars are very important, leadership is one of the pillars that brings the others to life. Leadership is what brings academic success into mentorship, service into impact, and character into community development. Leadership inside NHS isn't about the titles or recognition, it is. Standing up for others and setting the example in moments large and small. True leadership is offering help before being asked and doing things when nobody else is watching. An important part of leadership is courage. Courage to take the initiative, to share new ideas and thoughts, and to challenge yourself and others to grow and thrive. The future belongs to the ones who step forward in moments of uncertainty. It is not being perfect, but being willing to take the risk towards the next step for yourself and the ones around you. Leadership inside NHS means building a community and a culture where excellence is encouraged and diversity is respected. When we support one another in this society, we go stronger as a whole, not just as individuals. This chapter doesn't want to be recognized by titles or achievements, but remembered because of our impact. Without leadership, we would be lacking impact. As I look around this society, I see that we do not lack impact. Whether it be in the workplace, a school, or on a team, however, we often confuse holding a title with the actual act of leadership. Leadership isn't measured by position, but by the impact you make. Now our current treasurer, Kylie Barber, will speak on scholarship.
just students, but lifelong learners. I know when we think about learning, we never want to think about failing, but failing is a part of learning. Real scholarship includes setbacks, late nights, and perseverance when there is doubt. Failure is not the opposite of scholarship. It is part of it. Our education not only impacts us, but also impacts our community. The education we receive can make us better leaders. A very well-known and accomplished leader, Martin Luther King Jr.'s education helped him become a household name. Through his education, he inspired a movement that turned the tides of equality. He said it best when he said, "We must remember that intelligence is not enough. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education." Scholarship is not only the things that are seen, but also the things unseen. It's the early mornings, late nights, and sacrifices that are made. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team, but became one of the best players of all time because he trained relentlessly. Scholarship is built in the quiet hours. There are so many things today that require more integrity than before, such as things to do with AI. A true scholar has academic honesty. With technological change, specifically AI, the temptation to take the easy way out is like a bait on a hook. Easy to grab, but it can cost you in the end. This may mean longer hours and more effort, but in the long run, the payoff is worth it. Scholarship was the stepping stone that qualified us for this chapter, but it becomes the foundation for all other pillars to rise.
At this time, will all new candidates please rise and repeat the pledge. After reciting the pledge, our new members will be recognized individually. Please hold all of your applause until all members have received their pins and returned to their seats. I pledge to maintain high scholastic standing.
I pledge to maintain high scholastic standing.
To hold as fundamental and worthy.
To hold as fundamental and worthy.
An untarnished character.
And untarnished character.
To endeavor intelligently and courageously.
To endeavor intelligently and courageously.
To be a leader.
To be a leader.
And to give of myself.
And to give of myself.
Freely in service to others.
Freely in service to others.
In doing so, I shall prove myself worthy.
In doing so, I shall prove myself worthy.
Of a place in the National Honor Society.
Of a place in the National Honor Society.
Donovan Ball. Melanie Below. Sonia Balsamo. Savannah Ross. Erica Brown. Chloe Virgil. Christopher Carey. Alexis Darrow. Ava Kucinich. Jaden Mann. Lillian Manina. Juliet Osterhout. Nisa Siemens. Miles Tench. Dylan Vasquez. And Ella Woodruff. Now our president, Caitlin Scott, will begin the installation of new officers.
I will now administer the oath to the incoming president, Jacek Motika. Your duties are as follows. The president presides at chapter meetings and prepares the meeting agenda. The president also keeps informed of committee progress and the needs of the chapter. Do you accept these responsibilities?
I accept and pledge myself to uphold the duties of my office to the best of my ability.
Now the current Vice President, Bradley Phillips, and the incoming Vice President, Haley Carbonetti.
The Vice President presides in the absence of the President and have responsibilities for a project or committee. Do you accept these responsibilities as your own?
I accept and pledge myself to uphold the duties of my office to the best of my ability.
Now the current Secretary, Sarah Gordon, and the incoming Secretary, Mindy Barber.
The Secretary records the attendance and proceedings of each month and acts as the chapter's correspondent. Do you accept these responsibilities as your own?
I accept and pledge myself to uphold the duties of my office to the best of my ability.
Now, the current treasurer, Kylie Barber, and incoming treasurer, Ava Slocum.
The treasurer receives and spends funds as directed by the chapter and keeps a budgetary record of the chapter. Do you accept these responsibilities?
I accept and pledge myself to uphold the duties of my office to the best of my ability.
Now we have a few words from Mrs. Bailey, National Honor Society co-advisor.
Class, a word with so many meanings. A quality of showing grace or having style, the way a society is ordered, the way things are categorized or grouped, or even a place many of you sometimes dread going. Tonight, though, I will add a new definition to this list, although I'm sure Merriam-Webster will not add it for you. Our chapter is rooted in the 4 pillars: character, leadership, scholarship, and service, as you've heard 100 times tonight. If we isolate the first letters, we are left with CLSS. The only thing missing is the vital vowel to give us the word class. In this instance, that is supplied by the word always. As members and alumni, like myself and Mrs. McCain, we strive to always show good character, always serve our community, always continue to learn, and always step up to lead when the time calls for it. I know that Mrs. McCain and I might not be the easiest advisors to deal with. We come up with crazy ideas and high expectations for you. But we know that the class you exhibit has made you leaders at Blue Ridge, and therefore you are ready for it. of you have achieved a running A average amongst all of your responsibilities. In total, you have completed over 100 hours of community service individually and participated in a widely successful group project. This doesn't include jobs that you work, sports that you play, or other organizations that you're involved in. Through all of that, you showed class in all essence of the word. As Ann Landers once stated, class is an aura of confidence that is being sure without being cocky. Class has nothing to do with money, it never runs scared, it is self-discipline and self-knowledge. It is the sure-footedness that comes with knowing you have proved you can meet life. Know that the things you do here prepare you to meet life. You have the qualities within you. If you didn't, you wouldn't be sitting here right now. What you can do here as scholars, leaders, and mentors is show confidence with grace. Stand up for those that can't, and always push yourself forward. Wherever life may take you, those qualities are applicable. I know many of you ask as you sit in a difficult course, like calculus, or AP classes like I teach, when will I use this? But in this instance, our class is one that is always used in life. To our seniors, we have thoroughly enjoyed our time together. You have helped grow our chapter and pave the way for those behind you to take the right path, not the path down the left turn. We wish you the best and always remember what you have learned as a Raider. We look forward to sharing the title of alumni in just a short time. To our current members, we are excited for how we will exceed the expectations next year and grow by expanding our class. Lastly, to our incoming members, we welcome you wholeheartedly into an amazing group, if I say so myself. We will do extraordinary things here together. We are proud to be your advisors, your teachers, and members of your journey. Congratulations, and in the words of the iconic Ron Burgundy, keep it classy, Raiders. At this time, I would like to introduce our Principal of Curriculum and Instruction, Mr. Nemzadowski, to provide our closing remarks.
Thank you. And good evening, Mrs. Bailey, Mrs. McCain, and the National Honor Society officers, and thank you for inviting me to participate in this evening's program. Before we conclude, I would like to just emphasize a few points. First, I want to congratulate each of you and your parents on your achievements that were recognized here tonight. This program is a wonderful way for the Blue Ridge community to celebrate the hard work and sacrifices that you all have made. I believe that what you and your parents should be most proud of is not the honor and recognition you received tonight, but what you had to do to achieve it. Your presence here shows that you have worked to earn greater achievement levels than many of your fellow students, and your hard work has paid off. I would like to thank our maintenance staff, our clerical staff for their work behind the scenes to make sure that we had a very successful program this evening. Thanks to Mrs. Webster, members of our school board, our parents, family members and friends, and the 40 members of our National Honor Society, and all of our 18 new inductees for the opportunity to be a part of your special night. In addition, special thanks to Mrs. Bailey and Mrs. McCain, our Honor Society co-advisors, the National Honor Society Faculty Committee, and the National Honor Society student officers for all their work and efforts in planning this event. At this time, please welcome back Kate Scott to the podium one more time.
With that, our ceremony concludes. We would like to thank everyone for their support towards the Blue Ridge National Honor Society chapter. Congratulations to the new inductees. The school and community are proud of all that you have accomplished so far in your school career. We will plan to take the remainder of this year and next school year full of projects to help serve our school and community, all while maintaining leadership positions, good character, and high scholastic standing. Members, please remain on the stage for a few minutes for group pictures. Friends and family, please enjoy some refreshments in our lobby area. Have a wonderful night and drive home safe. Thank you.